Please welcome the chairperson of the Independent Games Festival, Sean Pierre.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean and it is great to be here. So I want to welcome everyone back to the Independent Games Festival Awards. Thank you everyone for being here. But before I go any further, I want to congratulate all of the finalists, the honorable mentions, and everyone that submitted to be part of the festival. And I want to thank everyone who selflessly donated their time and their efforts to judging and playing and sharing all these insightful thoughts about the entries from this year. So thank you. In addition, I would like to thank our platinum sponsor, ID at Xbox, for their support of IGF and all of our finalists. I also want to recognize and thank the previous chairperson, Kelly Wallach, for the amazing work you did during your time as a chairperson and for the guidance you provided as I settled into this role. And I want to thank Sarah, the event producer, for keeping me on track as we navigated through organizing the IGF. Like many of us, I've been managing a few changes in life these past few years, and these changes, they come with questions about the future. Many of us spend a lot of time thinking about the future of games, the industry, the day-to-day, the big picture. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong, and quite often we find ourselves somewhere in between. And these spaces we find ourselves in, the ground we find ourselves occupying when moving forward with our decisions, they're places that others before us have been. When we see others in these spaces, we cannot forget to share what we have learned in the past, to share the knowledge that helped us overcome those difficult moments in our lives. The games you see here today, they're just a small fraction of the amazing experiences that we can create if we do our best to share the knowledge and the wisdom of our own past and the unique experiences we hold in our memories. While I am not sure what the future of games and play is, I know that there is no future unless it is one that we can all strive for together. Thank you, and please help me give a warm welcome to the host for this year's IGF, Marina Diaz.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm Marina Diaz, CEO at 3 of Cups Games, emotional game designer at BTF Games for the Berlin apartment, and lead game designer at Genesis Studios for Dordogne. I'm really happy to be your host tonight for the IGF 2023. I'm really honored to be here, not only because I want to share these moments with you all, but also as a game developer that comes from Spain, where it's not easy at all to make a career in games. Actually, I decided to move abroad in 2018. I was able to start again somewhere else because I had support and options, which not everyone has. And I worked really, really hard, but I've been extremely lucky too. I'm telling you this because I would like to send a thought from here to all the developers that are trying to make their path in games, despite living in countries where game careers are tough, and especially game developers living in countries where living alone, surviving is tough. The topic of GDC this year is the future of play. And today, for a couple of minutes, I want to reflect on this with you. what is the future of play? To me, the future of play is games made by people coming from different backgrounds in all the ways you can imagine. It's games, it's games tackling important topics that we've never seen before. It's thinking of games not only from the point of view of fun, it's making games accessible to everyone from their inception, instead of making accessibility just an optional afterthought. The future of play is inclusive, diverse, and emotional. Our differences and our empathy make us go forward not only as an industry, but as a society and ultimately as human beings. The future of play is togetherness, respect, and lifting each other. Ultimately, I want to emphasize to everyone here our responsibility as game developers for this future of play. Our responsibility not only for being ethical when we make our games, but also our responsibility for making the games industry a better place for everyone, a place that not only welcomes people, but also makes them feel that they want to stay. Our responsibility for building safe spaces, our responsibility for demanding that things keep changing for the better. Each of us here and at home and everywhere, we are the future of play. Before we start, my sincere big congratulations to all the nominees. This year, it's honestly breathtaking, the amount of talent that we've seen in this IGF edition. To start the night, we have my favorite category, design, because that's what I do. I'm an emotional game designer. Design is a lot like audio, that when it's well done, you almost don't notice, but oh boy, if you don't do it well. Game design, also known as writing documentation that no one in the team reads, is pure expression, and I love it because it's something that can be quite technical, but also highly creative, right? There are many, many different ways and approaches to game design. Many ways of doing things differently, and that's what I love. That's why I love this discipline. And our finalists for excellence in design are...
The nominees for excellence in design are Against the Storm, developed by Aeromite Games, published by Hooded Horse. Betrayal at Club Low, developed and published by Cosmo D Studios, with special thanks to Cosmo D. Mr. Sun's Hatbox, developed by Kenny Sun, published by Raw Fury. Neon White, developed by Angel Matrix, published by Annapurna Interactive. Stacklands, developed and published by Sock Pop Collective, with special thanks to Aaron Conning, Lisa Montal, Wouter Jönsson, and Sock Pop Collective. The Case of the Golden Idol, developed by Color Gray Games, published by Playstack, with special thanks to Andrzej Klavens and Ernest Klavens.
And the Excellence in Design Award goes to The Case of the Golden Idol.
this is absolutely unreal. 2 years ago, we just thought, let's make a prototype, like indie games maybe can work out. And now I am here. It's unreal. It's the indie experience through and through. So thanks to, firstly, my brother, who drew that game and fought with me about the content. Thanks to our friends and family who suffered through the game development process, and to our magnificent publisher who actually helped us bring it and show to people. So thank you.
Only 4 years ago, I was a student of a master's degree in game design in London. And what happens sometimes when you are a student is that you think you are invincible. Our nominees for Best Student Game have a bright future ahead. But I want to tell you something simple and important tonight. Take care of yourselves. I think this is applicable to everyone in the industry. There's no worth in burning out. Make self-care the most important thing in your life. You will be grateful for this one day. And the finalists for the Best Student Game are...
The nominees for Best Student Game are Je vous donne, 1851, developed and published by Pole 3D, with special thanks to Guillaume Leclerc, Louis Hilaire, Baptiste Holbeck, Guillaume Lefebvre. Mind Diver, developed and published by Indoor Sunglasses. Presenter Slides, developed and published by Matthias Gifter and Bryn Juan.
Guten Tag. Have you seen mein Freund Hansi?
Greetings, local employees.
Shutter, developed by Team Scoop. Published by ArtFX, School of Digital Arts. With special thanks to Vincent Medeiros, Julian Macias, Thomas Leroux, Alan Magagnos. Scala, developed and published by Gustav Almstrom. Slider, developed and published by Daniel Carr, with special thanks to Georgia Tech's VGDev.
And the Best Game Award goes to Slider.
Gosh, I did not expect to be up here. I never thought that our little black and white indie pixel game would make it as the winner. I'm so grateful, so thankful for everyone. My gosh. Huge shout out to Georgia Tech's VGDev. So many brilliant minds there. Game would not be possible without them. And also a shout out to all of my friends who helped along the way, starting all the way back from our game jam days. Ooh, thank you.
As a game designer that focuses on emotions, I think that audio is literally everything. I don't think of a great game that didn't come with an incredible group of audio professionals behind it. Therefore, please, please don't bring your audio people on board when you only have a week left before launching your game. I know the budget is what it is, but seriously, you want these folks to do their magic on your award-winning game. Besides that, you never get bored with audio people around. They always have weird stories about how do they make their sounds. Ask them, you will be surprised. The finalists for Excellence in Audio Award are...
The nominees for Excellence in Audio are Dome Keeper, developed by Bits, published by Raw Fury, with special thanks to Renia Hoberman, Anne Hector, Martin Kvala, and Cameron Paxton. Paradise Marsh, developed and published by Lazy at Sea. South of the Circle, developed by State of Play, published by 11-Bit Studios, with special thanks to Ed Critchley and Ross Stack.
You promised.
The Forest Quartet, developed by Mads and Friends, published by Bedtime Digital Games, with special thanks to Kespa Vesholt and Nina Vesholt. Tunic, developed by Isometric Corp Games, published by Finji, with special thanks to Kevin Regami, Lifeformed and Janice Kwan, and Power Up Audio. We Are OFK, developed by Teddy Deef and Team OFK, published by Team OFK, with special thanks to Omniboy, Luna Shadows, Thomas Powers, Akash Thakar, Teddy Deef, Chris Brown, Michaela Foote, and Nicole Brady.
And the award for Excellence in Audio goes to the Forest Quartet.
I guess it's no surprise I didn't expect this award. 9 years ago, my mom died of cancer, and I didn't know when I started this game 7 years ago that it was about her. She was a singer, and the game is about the spirit of a singer who wants to get a whole band back together. And the fact that I've been able to make this game with my father and my sister has been just really an emotional journey and a way to overcome my grief. And I'm just very happy that I can share this message and make a game about loss that people resonate with. So thank you so much for this award. And thanks to Bedtime for believing in me. Yeah, thank you so much.
Many times we fall in the false trap of thinking that everything is already created in terms of game mechanics. I'm really happy that the Nova Award is here to tell us otherwise. There is so much yet to experiment on and to discover. The games featured here today remind us more than anything that there is not only one way of doing things, and that we should keep our minds open and hungry for pushing the limits, for creating those things we thought impossible. And the finalists for the Nova Award are...
The nominees for the Nuovo Award are Afterglitch, developed by Vladimir Kudelka, published by Hang On It, with special thanks to Vladimir Kujelka. An Outcry, developed by Quinn K, with special thanks to Kit Frog, Parsley, Mark Stevens, and Leaflet. Betrayal at Club Low, developed and published by Cosmo D Studios, with special thanks to Cosmo D. He Fucked the Girl Out of Me, developed and published by Taylor McHugh, with special thanks to Taylor McHugh, Soferio Rose, and Kimberly Carlson, Vizzyface.
$76 for 1 month supply.
Queer Man Peering into a Rock Pool JPEG, developed and published by Fuzzy Ghost, with special thanks to Scott Ford and Pete Foley. Sylvie Lime, developed and published by Love Game, with special thanks to Sylvie and Aria.
What's going on this time?
Time Bandit, developed by Joel Jordan. Titanic 2, Orchestra for Dying at Sea, developed by Flan Falaci, with special thanks to Flan Falaci.
And the winner of the Nova Award is Betrayal at Club Low.
Hello. Thank you to a few folks. Firstly, my wife. Thank you. We are a team. My daughter, the people at NYU Game Center who play tested, gave really brutally honest feedback to get this in the right shape. Thank you to the Gumbo crew down in Dumbo, Brooklyn. Thank you to the team here, Sarah Zalonis, for organizing. And thank you to the fans. Thank you to the fans of my past work, everybody who's been with me. Masha Linka, Stephen Hottie. I don't know, I could go on, but I'm gonna keep it at that for now. Thank you, everybody. It means a ton.
Next, we have a special presentation from our sponsor, ID at Xbox, about their Developer Acceleration Program. Please help me welcome James Lewis and Annette Gonzalez to the stage.
Hi, my name is James Lewis. My pronouns are he, him, and I lead the ID at Xbox Developer Acceleration Program.
And I'm Annette Gonzalez. My pronouns are she, her, and I am the program manager for the Developer Acceleration Program. As the ID at Xbox program celebrates 10 years of supporting independent developers, we are honored to be here with you tonight to celebrate the innovation and impacts independent developers bring to our industry. We'd like to take a moment to congratulate the developers recognized who overcame the challenges that come along with game development and brought their vision to life.
Yes, congratulations. Speaking of the challenges that come with game development, this week we announced the Developer Acceleration Program. whose mission is to empower underrepresented creators to bring their creativity, innovation, and originality to Xbox. This initiative, which started back in 2019 by a number of passionate members of the ID at Xbox team, includes access to information, facilitating conversation with subject matter experts. We also offer non-recoupable funding to help offset porting-related costs. And lastly, we were creating paths for a small number of new ideas by piloting a prototype initiative. We chose this moment to talk about the program because we want developers who are led by those from Black, Indigenous, Latino, or LGBTQIA+ communities, women, developers with disabilities, developers from emerging markets, or teams with unique perspectives to be aware of the program and know how to reach out.
Yes, we are proud. Yeah. We are so proud to have partnered with over 100 titles and look forward to seeing that number grow. So if you want to learn more about the Developer Acceleration Program, I encourage you to check out our post on Xbox Wire for details and reach out to us at idap@microsoft.com. Now, before we wrap, I'd like to pass it back to James for a tribute to some amazing games.
All right. To those with a newfound courage over the paper ghost stories that have kept your voices in the veil, to those that said adios to the beaten path and the creators who chose to never yield, whether you are princess, farmer, or onsen master, let us help you pursue that wayward strand of creativity a little faster. Watch as our diverse communities grow from a lonesome village to a paradise marsh. Let the later daters' words describing when the past was around be less harsh. Let our insecurities come knocking, but we are no longer home. It doesn't require Lord Winklebottom to investigate how we choose to self-validate. Bring on Kraken Academy, Clousy, The Tale of Bistan, Calico, Tunche, bring all the fun. Before I forget, we are the caretakers of our future, and we must create a space for the unbound ideas that will go on to captivate. Thank you.
We are the Developer Acceleration Program, and we look forward to hearing from you. So now we will leave you with a look at some more awesome games coming to Xbox. Thank you.
Please welcome your host, Marina Diaz, back to the stage.
Visual art, what gives shape, personality, and color to wild dreams of literally everyone in the team. I'm really impressed about the incredible visual artists we have in our industry. The admiration is infinite because there is a lot of perseverance, practice, and patience behind what they do. Honestly, there are no words to describe the excitement of when artists start showing to teams the results of their work and the game starts becoming real. Our nominees tonight have mastered their craft, and that's why they deserve to be here tonight. The finalists of the Excellence in Visual Art Award are...
The nominees for Excellence in Visual Art are Afterglitch, developed by Vladimir Kudelka, Published by Hang On It, with special thanks to Vladimir Kujelka. How Deep is the Dark Water? Developed and published by Rhett Tsai. Potionomics. Developed by Voracious Games. Published by Xseed Games and Marvelous USA, Inc. RPG Time, The Legend of Right, developed by Deskworks, published by Aniplex, with special thanks to Tom Fuji and Nam Namba. To Hell with the Ugly, developed by La Poule Noire, published by Arte Interactive, with special thanks to Amalie Guinée, Gail Rock, Fiona Rosette, and Clément Duquesne. Tunic. Developed by Isometric Corp Games. Published by Finji, with special thanks to Andrew Shoulders and Eric Billingsley.
And the winner of the IGF Award for Excellence in Visual Art is RPG Time, The Legend of Riot. Unfortunately, the team could not be with us this evening, but they have submitted a video of their acceptance remarks.
Hi, こんにちは皆さん。RPG タイム The Legend of Light のクリエイター藤井友です。南波南です。憧れのインディペンデントゲームフェスティバルには残念ながら行けませんでしたが、私たちは日本で今もゲーム開発を楽しんでいます。
ビジュアルアートを褒めてもらえるのはとても嬉しいです。私たちは子供の頃から身近な文房具でたくさんの燃えるゴミの宝物を作ってきましたが、それをゲーム開発に活かせたことは予想外の幸せでした。私たちを子供の頃から助けてくれた家族、友人、先生、そして開発チームの皆さんに感謝したいと思います。ゲームに関連する全ての人々の幸運を祈っています。Thank you very much.
I find this award super exciting. One of the best things of being here tonight is to share with you all, but especially with industry peeps that I really, really admire. Lots of you are people that I just dreamt of meeting one day, and I can really wait to see what you all chose because the decision is not easy at all. And the winner of the IGF Audience Award is Potionomics.
Well, for the fans, this is for you. When I started this journey 7 years ago, to have it resonate like this with all the fans and all the people who played it, thank you so much.
I'm not surprised. I want to thank my parents for enabling me to become an artist, which was instrumental in my contributions to this, and thank the rest of my family and friends, especially those in Plovdiv in Bulgaria. I absolutely adore you guys. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.
I just wanted to thank my parents for believing me and putting me through my education for this hard work. You know, believing me as a game developer. Who would have thought that's a career? You know, and I want to thank DigiPen for educating me and creating games. And yeah, thanks to the audience and for voting for us.
Hi, just a quick thank you to GDC for my involvement in this game started here. And it's just amazing what can happen at an event like this when you meet people and magic and creativity happens. So thank you.
Hi, this is Wild. Thank you so much to the audience, to the fans. This is fantastic. I really got to thank just everybody, all family and friends who have supported me and our team over the past 6 years. This has been a real labor of love. To my mom, my dad, the bros, Jeff, Mike, and Johnny, and I especially want to thank my grandfather, because without him, I wouldn't be here right now. So thank you.
Human beings have been linked to storytelling since forever. We like telling stories and listening to them. A huge part of what we do is connected to that storytelling. The emotions we bring to our games are many times channeled through the words written by our writers and also by the structures of our narrative designers. Stories are a synonym of empathy. They bring us together and make us more human. The games we have nominated tonight all excel in storytelling, narrative structure, or both. Our nominees tonight are...
The nominees for Excellence in Narrative are Butterfly Soup 2, developed and published by Brianna Lay. Citizen Sleeper, developed by Jump Over the Age, published by Fellow Traveler, with special thanks to Gareth Damian Martin.
Every cycle, you take your chances. You roll your dice.
I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, developed by Northway Games, published by Finji, with special thanks to Sarah Northway and Lindsay Ishihiro. Immortality, developed and published by Half Mermaid Productions, with special thanks to Sam Barlow, Amelia Gray, Alan Scott, and Barry Gifford. Norco, developed by Geography of Robots, published by Raw Fury, with special thanks to Geography of Robots. South of the Circle, developed by State of Play, published by 11-Bit Studios, with special thanks to Luke Whitaker, John Lau, George Batchelor, and Catherine Bidwell.
And the winner of the IGF Excellence in Narrative Award is Immortality.
This is heavier than last time. Wow. I think like the best games are the narrative games, so this award is kind of the biggie for me, so this is great. When we set out to make Immortality, we kind of gave ourselves permission to be ambitious and indulgent and kind of go further than we felt comfortable, and that in itself felt like a useful thing to do, but seeing the reception and seeing it resonate with people and then getting this from our peers makes it even more worthwhile. Thank you to Claire, Andre, Camille, my family. This was a lot easier last time because I was a solo dev and there weren't many people to ask and thank. Luckily, I have a producer with me.
Hi. This is really surreal. I'm going to try not to cry. Thank you to our incredible lead programmer, Connor Carson. Incredible talent, just unbelievable. And to Priscilla Snow, our sound designer, Dylan Nelkin, Jeff Petriello, Lizzie Atwood, our friends at Laundry Bear Games, SkyMap Games, Sculpin QA and Lionbridge, our incredible leads, Manon Gage and Charlotte Mullen, whose performances transcended beyond what we could have imagined for their roles. The cast and crew entirely who made this project what it is today, and our friends at Xbox and Netflix and Valve for enabling us to share this with the world, and my parents and my family. Natalie pretty much covered all the people I want to thank, in addition to my partner, who has been incredibly supportive and without whom I wouldn't even be in games. And my parents and my sisters, who I played games with even though I was terrible at them, and they just kind of tolerated me, so.
I can't believe we are already giving out our last award of the night. Last but not least, the Seumas McNally Grand Prize is here. Tonight, we've seen so many excellent examples of the incredible things we are able to achieve in the games industry. The Grand Prize is the culmination, the pinnacle, the best of the best that we've been seeing at the Independent Games Festival this year. This is it. Please give a warm IGF welcome to the winner of last year's Seumas McNally Grand Prize Award, Daniel Mullins and Jonas Senzel.
Good evening, gamers. Being up here, thanks. Being up here definitely brings us back to the surreal night about a year ago when Inscription robbed Unpacking, Cruelty Squad, several other more deserving games, really, of this prize.
Last year, I flew all the way out here, and at the VIP reception, they only had sun chips. That's most of what I remember.
Yeah. I remember not knowing the tradition associated with this award that the previous year's winner presents it, so I knew about Umurangi Generation like any self-respecting indie, but I had no idea who the well-meaning, but I had no idea who the well-meaning Kiwi guy was who gave us the award. He got in all our photos, he sat at our table, he drank our champagne. It was only hours later at Denny's that he clued us in.
For the nominees that don't win tonight, you will be shamefully relegated one column over on Wikipedia as a finalist, which is a pitiful list of games full of total duds, like Super Meat Boy, the Stanley Parable, Hyper Light Drifter. I mean, we're talking like bottom of the barrel stuff. Spelunky, Hotline Miami, Getting Over It, Noita, Undertale, Baba Is You. Frankly, it's kind of a cringe list. Where you really want to be is on the Crayon Physics Deluxe side of the line. Which isn't part of the ironic thing. I just want people to remember how much Crayon Physics Deluxe kicks ass.
Yeah, pretty much all of our favorite games of all time are represented in this award's past winners and nominees. So it actually is like a huge honor to present this award. And I hope everyone nominated tonight realizes the immensity of their achievement. And to the winner, your Denny's Moons Over My Hammies omelet is on me.
The nominees for the 2023 Seumas McNally Grand Prize are...
The nominees for the Seumas McNally Grand Prize are Betrayal at Club Low, developed and published by Cosmo D Studios, with special thanks to Cosmo D. Immortality, developed and published by Half Mermaid Productions. With special thanks to Sam Barlow, Natalie Watson, and Connor Carson. Neon White, developed by Angel Matrix, published by Annapurna Interactive. Not for Broadcast, developed by Not Games, published by Tiny
Good
Build.
evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. The votes are...
The Case of the Golden Idol, developed by Color Gray Games, published by Playstack, with special thanks to Andreas Clavins and Ernest Clavins. Tunic, developed by Isometric Corp Games, published by Finji, with special thanks to Andrew Scholdice, Kevin Regami, Eric Billingsley, Lifeformed, and Janice Kwan.
And the winner of the Seumas McNally Grand Prize Award of IGF 2023 is Betrayal at Club Low.
Okay. Hello again. Hi. Hey, thank you everybody for checking this game out and getting into it. You know, it was a real leap of faith. It was a real. I was just going for it, and I didn't know what would happen. I just put it out there. I've told this to students, like just put it out there and just see what happens. Finish the thing, put it out there. Whatever happens, it could be really interesting. Whoa. Go for it. Thank you.
Please welcome your host, Marina Diaz, back to the stage.
Honestly, I think we can be very proud of indie games tonight. I don't want to leave without bringing up one of my personal battles in this industry, to make games ethically. I'm personally tired and angry of listening over and over and over how, in addition to the harassment that many developers already suffer from people out there, sometimes we are also mistreated at work. I'm speaking about crunching and lack of empathy at work environments. With a special focus on marginalized folks. I told you earlier tonight that I don't want us to have an industry of people that are forced to leave 5 years after studying. Some even earlier, some don't make it. I believe in an industry that can create much better things just by keeping their people happy and fulfilled. None of us is perfect, and we are gonna keep making mistakes. However, I could be at peace knowing that out there companies, no matter the size, take their developers into consideration and prioritize their well-being. Burnout is one of the most terrible things that can happen to a human being. It destroys you in many ways. From a chronic overachiever to all of you tonight, let's take care of ourselves. Let's ask for better conditions. Let's ask about our salaries. Let's talk about our salaries to everyone out there so they know they can and they should ask for better. Let's support and lift each other. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. And huge congratulations to all of our award winners and to our nominees. And let's not forget to thank our incredible IGF jury. This wouldn't be possible either without any of them. Lastly, infinite thanks to our sponsors at IDA Xbox for their generosity and support.